Well, good morning and welcome to Walker Bee Ranch. Here's some of my roosters, some chickens. They're waiting on me to feed them this morning. So it's a little bit supposed to rain. However, it didn't, or very little. But it's just real overcast and really kind of it's warm out. It's like 60 something, so it's not bad. I really need to get in these colonies and check for some close it up before she starts trying to come out of there. I'm coming, Porky. I'll be there in a second. And check the peppermint. We need to check the peppermint stores. So feed the rest of my chickens over here and put this back, and we'll go feed Porky because she's kind of interested this morning in seeing us. She's probably kind of hungry. So switch this around. It's kind of tricky because when I hold it with my left hand, I'm almost like on the power button. So let's see what Pork wants today. Probably the ducks will come see us too. All right, so we did get a little bit of rain. Hey, Pork, you were supposed to be a mini pig. You don't look like no mini pig to me, Porky. You hungry? I know you are. Look at you. You're gonna cover that bowl already. And where'd you get that root from? And throw that in there. She done dug out a root. We'll give her a little bit more. Ugh, right on her head. Look at that. Porky, you got corn on your head. Ducks ain't interested. Let's just walk out to the yard and see what we got for bee. All right, so look at that. This is a peppermint colony, the very first one, and they're taking peppermint patty out of the colony, or taking patty out of the colony. It may not be peppermint because it did have other in it, and we're gonna see what we got going here. All right, so I did put a super on it the other day, just trying to see what was happening. I see the baggie in there. Just move that over. They're working this super a little bit. Look at that. They have demolished. Up. All right. That's the first negative result. First negative result from the peppermint. As I can see, let's take this over here. And right there are beetle larvae inside the bag. Not exactly. However, I will say they did get pretty far with the patty before, but there are beetle larvae in there. Now they're all over this colony. So we're gonna put them on here where they can't get through on the black tarp. Squish them off of this other colony. Squish them. So, not good. So right now, we're 0 for 1 in the peppermint patty department. However, they did consume most of that. But right now, that's not looking good from that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna step up the game on this colony. They're doing pretty good. Let me just pull out one of these middle frames that they don't appear to be on. And we're gonna see the number, if we can see how many hive beetles are in here. They're drawn out very little. I mean, they are storing on this side just one little section here for some reason. On this one, they really don't like that foundation. Let's see what they're doing over here. We got a super fat comb on one side. Really looking for hive beetles in this colony. I don't see any there. Again, it's warm out today, but it is not, it's overcast and kind of rainy looking. We'll take this colony or this frame and put it right here to the inside a little bit. Big brood frame. We'll look for any queen cups. Wow, this is a nice big frame. Really nice frame of brood. That's pretty beautiful. It's just, I don't see any beetles on that frame because it's loaded down with bees, right? Let's see what we got on this other one here. I know it's spun this way. That frame is really garbage. I hate that frame. That old. Look at that. That's laid up, guys. All the way to the outside. I could probably graft off of this frame on the outside if I was grafting. Very beautiful. Honestly, don't see any hive beetles yet. So even though there were larvae in the patty, which is what we were trying to avoid, Queen's got this laid all the way up on this one. Really nice. Really, really nice with that frame. I'm gonna put this one. Oop. Try not to bump the frames like that. Sometimes you get moving a little fast. And we're gonna put that one back. Good to go for the bees. It's got pollen, brood. I don't see any beetles running around. So, we know there was beetles in this colony for a fact, which is what stimulated the pollen patty to being put on here anyway. So I'm probably gonna actually let's checkerboard this a bit since it's nice and warm out. Let us move this black frame that's kind of getting drawn. If I can just grab it. We're gonna move it over. Let's move that right there. This frame's looking really nice. See any queen cells. Don't see any beetles, that's the most important thing. No beetles, I have not seen a beetle. I hear my huskies. Alright, so we're gonna go to this frame. It's one thing I like about these acorn frames, they're pretty thin. Alright, queen has eggs in these cells. So this is all egged out. This side's egged out what they have drawn. So they need to get busy. Get busy drawing some comb, ladies. Of course, it is kind of hard to draw comb when you got a big fat frame like this with stores on it. Wow, it's heavy. Wow. So let's put that one back for him. Get him going. Look at that. Big fat frame around the outside. She's got all that laid up in there, but big fat honey frame on the outside of it, and then recessed in is the brood. Same thing on this other side over here. So that's really crazy. And I have not seen a hive beetle. I've seen no hive beetles. Let me see, how many frames have we got in here? They should be... Alright, so we're gonna pop this one off the wall. Let's see what they got on the outside. Nectar stores. Again, I see no hive beetle. So, although there was larvae inside the patty, oh, there's the hive beetle. All right, so one hive beetle right there. I'm gonna go ahead and dispatch that one. And what we're gonna do to this colony, which one hive beetle for us, wow, that's pretty good. That really is pretty good. I'm gonna reverse this around here, see if I can get them to draw some comb on the other side. Let me get my bag of peppermint. If it's, I know it's around here. I threw it on the ground, like I throw everything on the ground. It's right here. It's probably all dissolved in the bag because it's wet. We'll get to see how this company did with keeping the peppermints dry in the bag. All right, so I'm gonna get 4 whole peppermints, and we're gonna go ahead and give this the peppermint candy on the outside corners here, because that's where the beetles usually go. On the outside corners of every frame here. So one beetle in this colony, that's really good. Really, really good for us. And I imagine, yep, I will concede there was beetles in the beetle larvae in the pollen patty. So, but we can also say that the number of beetles in the colony diminished. So all that is really up to your judgment, right? On how you feel about it. I'm not writing it off as not a success, to be honest with you, at this point. Because I know when I did the last videos, there was more than one beetle in the colony. So let's see. I believe I got it. I didn't mark it. I don't even know if I want to check this colony. This colony is always a butthole. What do I do with my hive tool now? There it is. It's with the mints. All right, so we'll drop the rest of that patty down. This hive is never nice to me, ever. Really pretty sure this is, all right, it's got peppermint in the corners right now. Let's see what we got on in between here. And this is when they get upset. You know, when I break this brood open, move this peppermints out the way and see if I got patty on here. Nope, no patty in here. I want to check my queen cell and see what's going on with that. It's on this frame here. I still see bees on it. I'm just going to make a little bit of room to this side so I can pull this frame up. And they're getting hyper already. I know, ladies, you hate me. We'll put you back in just a second. Feels like one sting in my glove, and is. All right, get out of there, lady. All right, so they are still working that queen cell. I don't know if they've taken it down. I'll take the frame out and take a look at it. Just checking all around. You know, this colony has had peppermint on it, and I have not seen any hive beetles in here. But this is also a very mean colony. All right, so we still have a queen cell. They've attached it very nicely, and let's move that over closer to the bees. Actually, I had some other cells in here too. And this colony just may be a lost cause. I hate to say that, but I've tried to queen it a couple times. They definitely get in your face. They got this pretty stored out, locked up with stores. Like that. Alright, so this is the one, frame of brood. Thought they would try to make a cell. The only way this colony is perpetuating itself is by me supplementing them with brood. I really would like to have this brood frame close to my queen cell here. Then we'll move this over. I'm gonna leave a little bit of room in here because I don't want it up on here. Let's see what we got. Pollen. Really just not a lot happening. I mean, there's bees in here, but they're just not doing it. And I can't seem to get them to accept a queen cell or take a queen cell. Now, they're very flighty, but knock on wood, as of yet, I have not got stung. Look at that pollen. They've just got it packed in. I'm worried, and some of you guys may know better than I on this, but as far as trying to merge this with another colony, it's so aggressive. I just don't know if it would do anything, or if it would kill the queen and the other colony merging it together. So just stores and stores. That's what we got. No queen, no eggs. The only brood in here is brood I've moved from something else. Now let's just put this frame back in, close them up. I already know there's nothing on the outsides here. And all we're doing is heating them up even more. See if I can actually flex this a little bit. Yep, we'll just put that there. We'll go ahead and put the super back on. That's good. Let's mess the other colony up while we're doing it. Put that on. So, peppermint in here, and no hive beetles. And if you see, they immediately go to brooding on the front. Brooding, collaborating, going to the front, washboarding, whatever you want to call it. Pretty sure this colony doesn't have peppermint in it. Got a roach in the lid. It's always nice. Let's just come around this side. We'll get everybody excited today. All right. All right, see nothing in the lid. Let's go ahead and check the, I don't see any peppermint in the top. No beetles in the trap. Nope, there's a patty in this one. So, we'll see. If it's got a peppermint patty, then it had hive beetles. I saw them. Ow, just got stung in my glove. It's pretty bad when they can sting you through your damn gloves. The whole thing that's designed to keep them from stinging you, and they can still sting you through the glove. All right, so they're doing pretty good, eating away at it. This does not have, yeah, it does, has a P right there. So this is a peppermint patty. They're not really, I don't see any beetles in the bag. Yep, there's one right there running around the front. See it right there? I'm gonna go ahead and help the experiment out and kill that one. And but they are eating from the underside, which is good. There's another hive beetle right there. So there is hive beetles in this colony. There's a couple of them. These bees are trying to get my face for real. So they're eating the pollen patty. There's still a couple in there. Now these only went on a few days ago, so I'm not too stressed about it. The only thing peppermint they have in there is the patty, and I think my Ukrainian hive, I think that's got peppermint in it as well. Right now I got bees all on my face, probably all in your face. So let's move down here to Ukraine. So there's so many bees on my veil, they're actually fanning my face right now. Put some air on them. Some smoke scent. All right, so we got some old dried out pollen patty in here that they're, so I haven't checked in between. Let me see if I can pull this patty off and look down between the frames, because I only have 9 in here, and see what we got happening. All right, I don't see no pollen patty in there, so Ukraine didn't have it. The Ukraine does not have it. No beetles last time I was in here. So we'll cover Ukraine back up. The weather's kind of nasty. I think it's this nasty colony. Sugar brick on top. They're taking that. Let's go ahead and got a super on here just to see if they would draw something out. Yep, there's a patty with peppermint. They're not doing too much with it. They are eating at it, but it's on the top box and not on over the brood chamber. So maybe that's maybe I need to move it, huh? Move it down. But right now there is no we've got no no larva in this that I can see from the top. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna move it over, and we're gonna drop that patty in between the first deep and the second deep. And this box I made incorrectly when I started making boxes, so really they don't like it. Plus it wobbles. This hive wobbles. And this is another one that they just really, they'll start pouring out right there. Just pouring out. Really? And they are tearing me up now. All right, we're gonna get these girls put back together. No idea why this colony is so terribly aggressive, but they are. Whoa, this is insane. They're probably tearing up this camera right now. Sting in my gloves, sting in my gloves, sting in my gloves, sting in my veil. See how far I gotta walk from the colony. I'm out by the street almost. They're still on me, still following me. All the way out to the street, that far away, they're still all on my face. Let me go one direction or the other. They're starting to thin out a bit, but they are not giving up. Hey, look at that. Some dandelions starting to pop. So again, that colony's great. You just can't hardly get in it. I'm way over on the neighbor's property, and they are still on me. Still. Not as many, just a few, but enough to be in your face. I'll walk back and let's see if the Alright, so they're kind of off me now. My wife coming out to feed the dogs. I see but they come roaring out on that colony. It's insane. Alright, so I did put some cells in here. Don't know, it's been a minute. Let's see what they're doing. Alright, just storing nectar. This is not a strong nuke. And those bees are right back in my face, by the way. Not these bees, those bees from over there. I think they're getting on my wife walking the dog. Put this one back. Yeah, there's a queen cell. Looks like we're still nursing. Not on this frame, on the next frame. Just checking it out, see what they got. Yeah, they're just storing a little bit of stuff. Let's see what's going on with this. So this next frame is the one I dropped in here from my demarray. It's been 4 or 5 days. Looks like they had a tore down queen cell on that side. Haven't seen any queen, at least not on that side. And there's the cell that I put on there. Really interesting. Hopefully, I think I just saw a beetle in this colony. This colony is not strong enough to defend itself from beetles, but it won't be unless it gets this queen hatched out. So that's what we need. Seeing one beetle in here, and we need this queen to do her thing, but they're not really doing much with her. I'll put her. Wow, this is fat frame here. I don't see any beetles around the bottom here. I don't see anything happening down there. So I want to put this in and not too crazy. Honey, they're eating out from the inside there. Some of these frames I will unfatten out when my stuff comes. Give them something to work on, but this is just stores, so queen has not hatched yet. We're just gonna put this back together. Let them do what they gotta do. Check up on them again this weekend probably, see if they got a queen out. Nothing in there, just a few robber bees. We got bees all the way to the top in this one. So they're starting. I got 2 supers on this. Let's see. I'm curious. All right, girls, you got me curious now. Just go down 1 super. Wow, they got that more propolised than I thought they would. Yeah, they don't like that bang. And they are walking around the frames. This was a pretty nice colony as far as nice in size. Yeah, look at that. Top box. So, we got about 4 or 5 frames, solid frames in this top here. Curious what's below. I'm just gonna peek in and put it right back. I'm not gonna go frame by frame. They got this thing glued down. Yo. Yeah, lots of bees. That's a good looking colony here. As soon as this float pops off, they'll probably jam this thing straight full of honey. That's the hopes anyway. They're doing good. Put your back together, girls. Just wanted to take a peek. Not trying to upset the whole apple cart today. Go ahead and move that up. All right, good news. There we go. All right, that's about that on that. So real quick inspections. Peppermint. 1 peppermint patty was fully devoured, and just the little remnants that we had left had some beetle larvae in it. So See if these bees will follow me all the way to my back door here. They probably will. No.